Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are checking out another new P-pop group. Of course, I've gotten so many suggestions for this group since getting into SB19, and I'm very excited because, you know, I love SB19. I'm loving getting to see all the different kinds of songs they're doing and everything. But, you know, if you look at my channel, you'll see I'm into a lot more girl groups, and if you look at the wall behind me, you'll see I'm into a lot more girl groups. So definitely extra excited to get another taste of P-pop with a new girl group that has a lot of songs. Of course, also did Sonara, and they're cool too, but just excited to see what we have in store today. So I picked out their top 2 music videos plus their actual like top viewed video ever, which is a performance video. So, you know, as always, I have no idea what to expect from any of the songs, but first we'll check out their profile and see if I can memorize some of the members at least beforehand. There's 8 of them, so it'll be a little bit harder than SB19, but try to get to know them a little bit and then get into it. And yes, I'm very excited. So also, if you want to see more BINI reactions, then leave suggestions down in the comments. I know you will. I don't even need to say it, but leave down any suggestions. And then, of course, check out my Patreon. You can get it for free for a month using the link in the description. And I've been doing some bonus SB19 stuff on there. Did their Akon and did one reaction to some first take stuff. So if you want anything like that for BINI, I could definitely check that out eventually. So definitely will be more to see on there in the future. But yeah, for now, as long as you have subscribed for more BINI reactions and other P-pop reactions in the future, let's get into it. Okay, so here we go. Got the K profiles here. So BINI is an 8-member Filipino girl group under Star Magic of ABS-CBN. The group consists of Joanna, Aya, Colette, Maloy, Gwen, Stacy, Mika, and Sheena. They released their pre-debut single, The Coconut Nut, on November 6th, 2020. BINI officially debuted on June 11th, 2021 with another single, Born to Win. Okay, so had a pre-debut and then half a year later had their actual debut. The group name comes from the Filipino word Bini Bini, which means a young lady. Makes sense. Fandom name Bloom. Official color teal. Yo, that's my favorite color. So that's pretty cool. Off to a great start there. Already winning my interest. So members. First, Joanna. Lead vocalist, lead rapper, 2004. So we'll just kind of go through them pretty quickly, and I'll just kind of try and memorize them quick. Then we got Aya, main rapper. Okay, that's cool. Then Colette is main vocal. Maloy is also main vocal. Gwen, the vocal lead rapper. Stacy, Idol's Lisa from Blackpink. Mika, main rapper. Sheena, main dancer. Okay, so I'll just try and memorize them real quick. Okay, so just been looking through the profile, read everything on it for like the past 15 minutes, and then going back between these and like Googling images of them and stuff, and pretty good at this. So I think I got most of them down. I definitely won't be able to recognize them all the time, but I'm sure I've got at least a few members mostly down, and if I go back and forth, I might be able to figure out who I'm seeing for most of it at least. But yeah, got it. Joanna, and she's the second youngest, but she's the leader, so that's interesting. And Aya, Colette, Aloy, Gwen, Stacy, Mika, and Sheena. Okay, so now with that, yes, let's get into their most viewed official music video, Salamin. And I don't know what that means. Guess I'll look it up. Okay, Google Translate tells me it means mirror, mirror. So let's see it. No idea what it'll sound like again, but just gotten very basically acquainted with the members, but see what kind of sound they do. I have to admit, I immediately don't actually know who this is, but sometimes I will for some of them. Okay, kind of low-key sound, but I like it. Like the colorful rooms are in. Sets are cool. Wonder if they make their own songs like SB19 or not. Nice voice. Pictures of the whole video feels like they're going from room to room in some big confusing mansion full of colorful rooms. And this room's trying to act like it's outdoors too. Always love the rap, always love the rap.
Better say it now, it's not too late. I'm ready to be called a princess.
Shit. Oop. Feels like we're underwater now. I love bright, colorful pop, definitely. So I like it. Okay. You know, as expected, already keep getting told that P-pop, the vocals are always going to be great, and they definitely were. It's definitely standout of the song from the beginning. Okay. Nice. Okay. Solid start. I feel like it's immediately, it seems like they have a kind of like identity as a group that I can definitely vibe with if they keep it up. Of course, I don't know if they're gonna like switch up their sound a lot from song to song, but just this very, very colorful, bright aesthetic is one that I'm definitely a big fan of. I love songs and concepts like that. Now, I'd say the song is very groovy and nice and fun, but like, how long was it? It was pretty long, and like I always appreciate when songs can be a nice full length, because like in K-pop, of course, nowadays like everything's so short, and I'm not sure if that trend has made its way over to P-pop as well. Hopefully not, because again, I love longer songs. But this song, I have to say, it was definitely enjoyable. I liked it. I like the vibe of it. I like their vocals, and just that ding 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 in the background the whole way through. It was very nice, but it felt a little bit kind of stale by the end, just because I've felt like they weren't switching things up a whole lot. Like the rap part was definitely my favorite part. Like that was the only part where I can really remember being like, oh, this feels different than the rest of the song, and just didn't feel like it was like evolving all that much, or it wasn't like going up and down, and wasn't like showing different parts that were catching my interest more. But overall, it's just definitely a very pleasant song to listen to, and usually the songs like these, the more I listen to, the more I can kind of just forget about that, forget about, you know, wanting to be more kind of stimulated the whole way through, and I can just vibe to them. But definitely a fan from the first listen. But if they can keep this type of concept with other songs, but then have the songs kind of have a more dynamic structure where they're just switching things up a bit more and like changing the energy levels more, I think I could definitely be a big fan of other songs like this, definitely. So no, as always, I gotta be honest with what I really vibe with and what I don't as much, but overall, definitely solid first one. It definitely has gotten me more interested in the group, even if this one, like on its own, it's not my favorite song ever. Is like a solid song. I would say it's like, it is fully enjoyable to listen to, but not one where I would want to go back and listen to. Like I wouldn't want to like go out of my way to listen to this over some other songs with similar genres, just because, you know, again, it doesn't have as much that really sticks in my mind and would get me to want to come back as much. But definitely has gotten me hooked in on the group already. So I think we should get into it one more time, just to maybe pay attention to the lyrics more. Every time I say that, I don't actually do it because I suck at that. But then also I was recognizing some of the members, but also just want to see if I can just get them down a bit more before getting into the others. Okay. So now I can say my thoughts the whole way through. Try and figure out, you know, the whole structure of a BINI song. I get again, the instrumental is very nice. Like from the start, it's like, ooh, yeah, this is very groovy. It's definitely a vibe, but like, I feel like stuff like that can hit a bit harder when it's not just running through the entire song. So who is she? I should know that. I want to say that's Malloy, right? Yeah, lyrics. Show is different from what you say. It's definitely a song that it's always going to get you to, you know, do this, to groove to it every time. Yeah, really try and lock down all the members. Is that Stacy, I want to say? Yes, I believe I'm right about that. I believe Stacy. And her... Thought I had it down. Thought I had it down a little bit better. There's a couple where I've definitely got them, but I'm having a harder time with her. But is that Joanna? I don't know if I'm right about that. And she should be, yeah, she should be Colette. I think I got her down better. Yeah, there's just the whole video too, because it starts out with this, you know, like, looks like a courtyard kind of, like we're outside in this, you know, these like garden lattice things and the hedges and everything, but obviously they're still in a building. That just a lot of stuff of showing like different colorful rooms. Like, I wonder how it was filmed. How many sets did they have to make, or did they like film at an actual location or something? It's a cool vibe for a video. Definitely very summery. Nice. That's Sheena, right? I feel like I got her better than most of them, definitely. That's Gwen, I think. She reminds me of Judine from XG. It's always easiest to tell the people that kind of remind me of other like K-pop idols or something. And would that be Mika? Now that I look at it, it seems like they are reusing some sets a bit, but I don't know how often, but I didn't really notice it the first time. Like, felt like we kept going to new sets, but maybe they're just filming in different angles in the same sets, but it makes it feel like we're in a very big, expansive, like, set throughout the whole thing. And like it's all connected. I think that's Mika, right? I think she had red hair in a lot of the pictures I saw of her. Then, who's she? I want to say that's Joanna again. I think she's the one who I have the hardest time with. Yeah, I do think for the video it's cool how they're like showing all the different angles of this set, just because most of the time, like in K-pop music videos, like they're gonna make a set that's like, you know, 2 walls or whatever, or 3 walls, because they're just gonna show like one angle for the whole video, but like they're frequently just showing stuff all around these areas that they have here because they're actual full sets. So like, again, I wonder if they actually built all these sets, because that would be a lot of work to make a bunch of them, but it just makes the whole video like they're in this big colorful maze or something. I like that colorful hat, the rainbow hat. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this part's definitely my favorite. Is Mika first, then who's this? I'm not sure if that's Aya or if it's Stacy again. I feel like it looks more like Stacy to me, but I haven't noticed Aya in the rest of the music video. I must be missing her somewhere. That's her, right? Yeah. That should be Maloy, right? Just having a little member recap here, and then hopefully I can have them mostly down for the next one, so that I can just focus on the song. Yeah, I like this dark blue set too. I think this one must be green screen, right? At least partially. I mean, obviously for the whole around stuff, it must be green screen, but I think it must mostly be. Yes, it's definitely fun. It's definitely a fun song. Okay, yeah, definitely strong start, but I see a lot of potential to create songs that and concepts that are even more appealing to me. So I say I think I got the members down more so after just reviewing the music video, and should have somewhat of an easier time again for the next one to just keep getting closer and closer to recognizing all of them by the end of this video, I'm sure. But now, if I have to give an initial rating for the music video and the song. Start with the music video. I think it's very fun. It's very different from stuff I've seen in K-pop. Like, there's definitely girl groups in K-pop that have very colorful, bright concepts. I would say even, honestly, less so nowadays. Like now, like most girl groups kind of go for more of a kind of dreamy, hazy, like kind of very like light, like more of a pastel pink type of vibe, and this is very like bright and colorful and bright pink and stuff. So there definitely are K-pop girl groups that do this type of style, but I don't see it all that much nowadays as much as I used to probably, so that is definitely nice to see again. But yeah, the whole video, it did feel very expansive again. Like it felt like they're in some crazy wacky like mansion from, I don't know, Willy Wonka or something, but it felt like a world that I would like to visit and just explore all those rooms that they were in. So that was definitely very fun. So I think I'd say it gets a solid 7.5 for a music video. Like it's colorful and nice to look at, but I feel like it could have been made just a little better if there was a few more like scenes that really stuck in my head more than the rest, and just the entire thing felt kind of like the song, like very equally pleasing and attractive to me to watch. But if there were just a few more like standout moments of like other than just like that blue section at the end, like that was a standout moment, but if there was a bit more like that, it would bring it up a bit. But still, overall, definitely nice music video that I enjoyed quite a bit. But on the song, I think it already grew on me a little bit on the second listen. I'm sure it'll keep kind of doing that the more I listen to it, but for now, I think I'll go with a solid 78. Definitely solid, but yeah, I have higher hopes for the future even. I'm definitely hooked in already, so let's get into the next one. Okay, so this one's shorter, still not a bad length or anything, but about 3 minutes. Cherry on Top. Yeah, definitely keeping up the same vibe. Strange fever going on in Cherry Town. Daisy, right? I already think I'm gonna like this one a lot more. Sometimes I can just tell from the beginning. I don't know if I'll be right, but yeah, like immediately I'm feeling a build up to something more. Yes, absolutely. Damn. Ooh, I love this. It's like kind of drum and bass, I think is the genre this would be. I like that. That's what I mean, like scenes like that sticks in my mind more.
starry eyes, one look and you're paralyzed, dancing in the disco lights.
There's still all these colorful like buildings and everything.
Not your average girl, got you clutching them pearls, cause you know who run the world. Every day, celebrate you with me. Every day.
Yeah, I just love the, you know, bright colors, bright blue, bright pink. Like, it's my favorite. And the vocals sound even better in this one too.
There's no going back, no, once you try. If you want it sweet, got the sugar online. If you want it spice, can turn the heat up. Baby, I'm the cake, better know what you got. I'm the cherry on top, cherry on top.
Yeah, I love it. I love this.
Sticky, sticky, sweet, frosty as it can be. Baby, I'm the cake, better know what you got. I'm the cherry on top, cherry on top. CHERRY, good ingredients are hard to find.
Yes, exactly. I knew it. I fucking sensed it from the first one. I knew that they could do something just like this. And this is exactly just the ideal that was put into my head after the last one, man. I was like, this was great. And if they keep it up, and, you know, just from looking at their other thumbnails, I was guessing that they're going to keep up this type of vibe. But just from the first one, I was like, okay, I tell they have some good production. But I was like, if they continue this vibe, which it seems like they will, and they just decide to make a song that's a bit more dynamic and have a music video with, you know, that's also a bit more dynamic, with not just all in the same kind of feeling like the same set, even though it's a bunch of different sections of the same set. Like, I was like, this could be really, really good. It could be totally my style. And yes, this is exactly what I imagined. And I love it. I love it, man. And the song like has like a kind of chill, groovy vibe, like Salamin, but it's also just a lot more energetic and like, God, just addictive. Like, it catches my interest a lot more, just keeps me like on my toes a bit more, and like it's just so much more stimulating and fun. And oh, I loved everything about it, honestly. Like, that was so good, so completely my style. Like, yeah, just like everything that I already loved about Salamin, and just tweaked it to be my exact preferences. So I just want to immediately get right back into it. Like, just from the start, like just having scenes that were kind of outside and weren't all in that same like enclosed set in the last one. Like, have all these colorful buildings, but it's like in the outside world. Like, it just makes it feel more expansive, and like we're actually in BINI's world for this, and it's not just like, oh, we're in this little set that they made. And again, like it was more impressive than a lot of sets that I see, because it's the way they filmed it and everything. It made it feel more expansive, but just having it in the outside, in the open world for parts, but then not having like that for the whole thing, just makes it feel more developed. And like they really put a lot of effort in to make the video be an exact specific vibe that they were going for from the start. And they weren't just like using one like big set for however they need it for. Like, seems like every set in this music video was like specifically picked or made for the music video. Just having all these extras here just kind of, you know, fills it out. World building just makes it feel like, again, like we're in the cherry on top world for this. I was just curious, and I checked. The Salamin was just a few months before this one, which is interesting because they debuted 2020, right? But they're both in 2024, just a few months apart. So have a lot of stuff before this, I guess. But I was wondering, since Salamin felt like a bit lower budget, like still felt like it had a solid budget, but this one definitely feels more, you know, high quality to me. And maybe because like Salamin, since their most viewed music video, maybe that one just kind of got real popular, and then that gave them more budget to put more effort into this. Whenever there's a newspaper or something like that in a music video, just gotta read it. This music video is brought to you by Yumi Us MNL. Cherrytown Daily, Volume 4, Number 8, Special Edition. Strange fever going on in Cherrytown. An unexpected turn of events. A captivating wave of enthusiasm has taken hold of Cherrytown, giving rise to what is now being called the Cherry Fever. Ooh. Just the birds lifting up her hair tie thing. The song reminds me of Hazy Daisy by If I, and that's a group that I really, really love. And that song is actually one of my lesser favorites by them, but like this, it reminds me of the parts of that song that I definitely like the most. And I think it is because it's that drum and bass where it's just the, you know, it has that very, very fast paced, like drum and bass, you know, instrumental that just gets it going really fast, but then the vocals aren't as fast tempo as the instrumental, so it just has that nice contrast to it that makes it so it can be kind of smooth, but at the same time keeps your heart rate going and it like feels energetic. And then the video too, with it being called Cherry on top, and the video just all the bright pastel pinks and everything, like it reminds me of specifically the music video for Really Really by Cherry Bullet, which is one of my absolute all-time favorite K-pop groups of all time. So, you know, If I is also one of my favorite groups currently, so just reminding me of some K-pop groups that I'm a big fan of for this one, and just ones that like really hit me hard. And it would hit me hard just on its own, but just a little added thing there that's reminded me of other K-pop groups I'm a big fan of. Yeah, just all the vocal parts in this one are a lot more unique, and it's not just like they're delivering the lines in the exact way you would expect them to. It's like they're, you know, stretching things out sometimes, like crash, and it's kind of going faster or slower depending on what each line needs. It just feels higher production than the last one even. That's Mika, right? She sounds like she's very good at English. I wonder if there's any specific reason for that. So good. Like this is the chorus, right? Let's listen to that again. And again, like the vocals aren't like that energetic or strong, but just the instrumental starts going a bit faster than it already has been, so it like gets you really going, but also at the same time like you're being soothed by your vocals while also being excited by the instrumental, so it just has that nice contrast that it just keeps it so fun and addictive to listen to, man. God, I really love it. I really love it. And just this whole, you know, pink set here is obviously just all green screen, but like if this set was in the last music video, it wouldn't hit quite as hard just because that whole music video is a bunch of more like manufactured sets that are, you know, more closed in and just like it's all about the color, but this having it be in contrast to the outdoor scenes that feel a lot more, you know, alive and just expansive, it makes it so like it actually catches your eye more when it switches to this, and it's like, oh, this is different, and it makes it more impressive to look at. Yeah, just such a switch up there for the second verse, like just right into it. And the visuals are gorgeous too. What member is that? Might be Gwen again, I think. I just love how, like, usually when K-pop groups will have concepts like this, it'll be like either all pastel colors or all bright colors, but then they like mix in the very bright reds and like bright blue there with a lot of pastel pinks and bluish greens or whatever as well. Like, I just feel like most producers would want to stick with one just to make it feel more cohesive, that they somehow make it fit. With the very bright red there, just amongst all the pastel that's more soft. There's that little rap part there, like it feels less rappy, so like it didn't stick out in this one as much as the rap section in the previous one did, but that's because the whole song is more dynamic and it's changing up a lot more, so it just feels more natural to switch to a rap part, even though it doesn't go quite as hard into rap as the last one did, but because the rest of the song is already so dynamic, like I don't need a whole rap section that feels like a break from the, you know, status quo of the song. outputs, all the outputs, even on the extras, it all look so great to me, man.
It's your birthday on repeat, birthday on repeat, yeah. If you want it sweet, got the sugar on lock. If you want it spice, can turn the heat up. Baby, in the cake, better know what you got. And the cherry on top,
Cherry on top. Ah.
got you buzzing around me. Sticky, sticky, sweet, frosty as a
Especially that shot there.
got you buzzing around me. Sticky, sticky.
This one reminds me so much of the music video for Really Really by Cherry Bullet. Like it's crazy how much it reminds me of that. It's like her hair color and the stuff in the background, just the fact that it says Cherry there is like accessing my subconscious.
Baby, in the cake, better know what you got. I'm the cherry on top, cherry on top. CHERRY.
It's perfect. It's perfect. This whole song and video is perfect, man. I love it.
HERRY. There's no going back, no, once you try. If you want it sweet, got the sugar on lock. If you want it spice, can turn the heat up. Baby, in the cake, better know what you got.
And again, they don't actually use
Cherry on
like again, they're using the same sets, but just showing them in different angles, which is a good thing. And that was a good thing in the last one too. But just because the sets are already different from each other in this, like it makes the video feel even more full.
got you buzzing around me. Sticky, sticky, sweet, frosty as it can be. Baby, in the cake, better know what you got. I'm the cherry on top, cherry on top. CHERRY. Good ingredients are hard to find.
Just a little like auto tune or whatever on a voice at the end there, like, oh, it's so hard. Like I feel like if the song was like half as dynamic and like change things up half as much as it did, it would still be a super fun song that would probably be even better than the last one. But they just kept going. Like every second of the song, I absolutely loved, man. Like there wasn't a single part that wasn't like incredible to me. Like I was fully in love with it from start to finish. I just got. I mean, before I get into, do you have a close-up shot of like all the members just so I can try and see if I can figure them all out? Because this should be Aya, I think. Then Mika, Gwen, I think in the front there, that's Malloy. It's harder to see them, but and there's Sheena. And then it would be, is that Colette? Joanna, probably, would be my guess. Joanna might be the hardest one for me right now for some reason. She's not at the best angle there, but I want to say that's right. And then, did I say her? There's also Stacy. I'm not sure which one's Stacy. That might be Joanna, and that's Stacy. And then Colette down here. I think that might be right. I want to say I've got them all just for this 8 here. Yeah, for my rating for the song and music video. Music video has got to be, again, so totally my style, but it was so much more interesting and pleasing to watch from start to finish than the last one. So, like, solid 9.5, I would say, for this one. Like, it was just, again, everything I loved about the last video, but just done to a way higher level for me. And then the song, obviously, is wow. Wow. Yeah. Everything about it is just perfect for me. It's not going to be like 100 completely, but like, it's just, the concept was done perfectly. Every single section of it was so fun. I gotta say a 97 for my initial rating, I think. Yeah, I'm highly impressed. And, you know, without, I was giving plenty of criticism for the first one. You know, I'm being honest with this. Like, I'm not just glazing. Like, I really love that. So yeah, if I was already hooked from the first one, even though I had a few little complaints about it, but this one has cemented it as, yeah, I am going to definitely be interested in this group in the future. So let's get into their actual most viewed video, which is the performance video for Pantropiko. So I don't know what Pantropiko means, but sounds like tropical, definitely. So I'm showing performance for the first part. This feels like a music video so far. Okay, it's giving me a chance at the beginning to learn the members better. So, is this Joanna? Just because she's the one where I look at her and I'm like, who's that? But yeah, I want to say that is. She's the leader. It makes sense to show her first. And that is Sheena. Then Colette, yes. And Stacy. And Aya. Is that right? think so. Pretty sure. Then Gwen. Then Malloy. Then Mika. Was that all of them? I got them all. I definitely got them all. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's go. See their choreo skills. I already like the instrumental. Just a nice little sound there. Do they always have this concept? Like, I love it, so I wouldn't mind.
Walking with you on this island, guided by the grip of your hand. I can feel you holding my world. Ano ba itong nadarama?
Just all of Mika's parts definitely stand out to me the most.
Totoo ba ang pinagama? 'Cause boy, it feels so good. Bawat aroma sumasaya, magmula nang nakita ka.
Like, it feels very tropical. Like, this is how you'd expect a tropical song to sound like, but doesn't feel basic. Tropical island, okay. It's always crazy to me, like over 100 million views, and it took me this long to find out about it. Bit missing out. God, they chose gorgeous places to shoot too.
Walking with you on this island, guided by the grip of your hand. I can feel you holding my world.
This one in a different way than the last one, but it also feels very colorful and bright, but also chill. Pantropiko.
Island sitting on the white sand. Guess if I'm in love with you, 'cause with you, boy, I'm going crazy. You could be my baby, I could be a lady. Oh, oh, oh. Di na mawatan ang kilig na bigay riyan. Kasi para bang di na mapigil. Makabog, huminto, gumugulo ang puso ko sa'yo. Following your footprints in the sand.
This part.
Guided by the grip of your hand, I can feel you holding my world. Ano ba itong nadarama? Oh shucks, ito ba'y pag-ibig na? Totoo ba ang pinadama? 'Cause boy, it feels so good. Bawat aroma sumasaya.
I need to go to wherever they filmed this, man. It was gorgeous. Pantropiko. That was 4 minutes. I guess they had a little intro part, but see that one, that one. I was saying how much more I love the second one because of how dynamic it felt. And how, like, it's just totally my style. Just like every single line felt like it added something new to the song that just made it more nice. But this one, like Salamin was a lot more repetitive and was like a more consistent vibe, but like I feel like it probably went like up and down in energy levels a bit more than Salamin, but just something about this, like this is the type of song where like it's not going to stick in my head as much as some other songs by an artist, but whenever I listen to it again, it's like, oh, this feels like the core of this group. Like this feels like it just totally encapsulates everything about this group that I love. And I say that having listened to 3 songs, but just reminded me of so many other times when I'm listening to a song by a group that I am a big fan of. Like I'm a big fan of all their music. And I listen to one where it's like, I would never say it's one of my favorite songs, but while I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, like when I'm hearing this, I'm feeling like all of my feelings of love towards this group, because I just feel like it's all like all of their sound is encapsulated in this song, even if it's kind of basic. It just feels like it really gets to the core of it. And like it's subtle, but it has the exact amount of brightness and color combined with the like sweetness that I've gotten from all 3 of the songs so far. So it's just a little bit more sentimental than probably both of the other 2, but combines that slight sentimentality with the general sound and just the general concept of all of their stuff that I've seen. So it just feels like, you know, if you have to pick one song to represent this group to really show what they're about, then you'd pick this one. And I don't know if that's actually true, because maybe they just have 3 songs like these and all the rest are completely different. Who knows? But I would be very, very excited to keep seeing stuff like this, because yeah, like most K-pop groups probably don't really, if you're new here, I'm going to compare everything to K-pop because I'm a K-pop fan, just to get that out of the way, because I've already done it a few times, just to let you know there. But say comparing it to most K-pop groups, like most of them don't have quite as like consistent of a concept, and like definitely compared to SB19 too. Like SB19, every single song I hear is like completely different from each other, and at least for these 3, like they all feel like it's such a succinct identity for this group, and like it's all been so specific, and just feels like I can imagine what a lot of the rest of their songs will sound like. And that doesn't make me feel like, oh, I just don't need to listen to the rest because I already know what they're going to do, because it's just a type of concept that does feel kind of layered, and like you can explore a lot of different sounds while still being under this concept. Because like, you know, last one was like drum and bass, this one's way more just like typical tropical music, just dun 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 dun, like feels very soft, and like you can just do a nice little soft dance to it. And like it's a very different actual genre of song than the last one, but it has the same concept of just that very, very bright, colorful, but kind of sweet feeling to it. And like it is very refreshing for me to see a group that I feel like is going to be so consistent in their concept, and just makes it feel like if I'm gonna like listen to their whole discography or like listen to a bunch of songs by them at once, I can just fully immerse myself in the BINI world, and I'm not like jumping between a bunch of different types of songs. I'm just fully getting to understand BINI by themselves. And yeah, it's really, really great, man. So I am fully hooked in this group already. I cannot wait to see what else they have. But for now, this just a rating of this song, man. Like it was hitting so hard. And again, it's more simple, so it's not the type of song I would expect to give a super high rating, but like it just really hit already. So gotta say, already solid like 92 for the song. And then it's not really a music video, so I don't know if I can give it a rating exactly, but just the locations they picked to record in are perfect, like 10 out of 10. So, you know, definitely better than most performance videos I've seen. So like, yeah, again, I want to go to this place because just all these locations, just imagine getting to go to one of these places after seeing this music video. It's like you can actually be in the BINI world for once. So yeah, I do see why this one and the last one especially would be 2 of their top ones. And Salamin, again, I definitely like it, but I think these last 2 are definitely more to my style. So I am quite excited to see what the rest are like. Hopefully, with these being the top viewed, they don't, you know, pale in comparison. But I'm just fully interested in them by now. So yeah. Then also say which member sticks out to me the most. Just went through them in the beginning. Just going off of vibes and the lines I've heard from them. Obviously, not knowing them very well yet. Just in terms of the actual like lines, I feel like Mika is the person who stood out to me the most. But then just general vibes like that I get from just seeing a person, I feel like I like Malloy and Aya. So that's who I would pick for now, I guess. And obviously I don't know, but yeah, I'm excited for this group, man. I really am excited to see more. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this. And if you have any bonus info to let me know, then let me know. And yeah, also tell me what other music videos you want to see, because again, I just picked the top ones, but just I'll take any information, just information about the members or the songs or their history or anything. So yeah, very excited to see more. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.